Welcome to part 7 of the EQAO Grade 9 Mathematics exam preparation video. I'll be covering questions 11 to 13, which are all multiple choice questions from the practice exam. So question 11 reads, which of the following statements is true for the line 5x minus 2y minus 12 equals to 0? So this is pretty easy, but you need to know how to change standard form to slope-intercept form, which is actually pretty simple once you get to know it. 5x minus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. So basically you need to isolate the y. So you take 5x to the other side, so subtract 5x from both sides, and add 12 to both sides to isolate. So negative 2y equals to negative 5x plus 12. The next thing you would do is to divide both sides by negative 2 to isolate the y completely. And you'll get a final result of 5 over 2x minus 6. So 5 over 2, so actually the y-intercept is negative 6 and the slope is 5 over 2. So going back to the question, part D would be the correct answer. Slope 5 over 2 and y-intercept negative 6 matches the answer that we got. So for question 11, D is correct. So moving on to question 12. For the slope of a line, the change in x is greater than the change in y. Which of the following could represent the slope of this line? So if you test with your graphing calculator or from your graphing experiences, you would see that a smaller value in x would result in the change of x to be greater. So of these four possible answers, 2 over 5 is the smallest value of x. So therefore, D is the correct answer for question 12. So finally, for question 13, so we can see the graph of the line shown below. So if the slope is doubled and the y-intercept remains constant, which graph below best represents the line? So we're given 4 graphs here. So going back to the first graph, the original graph. So we can calculate that the slope, so we have rise of 3 and run of 1.5, both positive values. And you would get a slope of positive 2. And a y-intercept of negative 3, as you can see here. So the formula for this graph would be 2x minus 3. And they ask for if the slope is doubled and the y-intercept remains constant. So you would have a new equation of 4x minus 3. So a slope of 4, y-intercept is the same. So graph A, you can see here, has a slope of 2 and not 4. Y-intercept is 6 and not negative 3, so graph A is wrong. Jumping to graph C, the slope is 4 because its rise is 6, run is 1.5. The slope is right, but the y-intercept is 6 and not negative 3, so this is not the right graph. And for graph D, slope is not 4, but it's 3, and the y-intercept is correct, is negative 3, but so this is not quite. But as you can see in graph B, y-intercept negative 3 and the slope is 4. So graph B is the resulting graph. which is the correct answer for question 13. So I hope that this video helps, and I'll see you in the next video.